So this is the Christmas tree panel from Missouri Star that I'm getting ready to quilt, and then we'll go work on the ornaments together. And instead of putting a plain back on it, I bought another of their panels, and this one is a panel of their little town in Missouri, and I decided to put this on the back of it because the kids I'm thinking of that may end up with this, they have Hot Wheels, and I thought in the off season they might still want to play with it with their little Hot Wheels. So I'm just going to make a 2-for-1, the Christmas tree that they'll be able to decorate, but still a little mat that they can play with. So we're just going to do some straight line quilting on this, nothing fancy, but let's go ahead and get to it. Okay guys, so we've got the other panel here that has all the ornaments on it, and we're going to add an adhesive back to it. I did a little piece here in the corner to test it. Now, this is some I got from Amazon. This is the adhesive side, and we're just going to lay this over. Okay. And I just like having that extra protection there. It's just a piece of parchment paper, and we're just going to iron over. Okay, so this adhesive is not like anything I've ever worked with before. When you feel of it, it feels like silicone. It's got that kind of a tacky feel to it almost. And so I did notice when a couple of them was laying on top of each other, they got a little tacky there. So I'm trying to keep everything turned up right. But this will be a good experiment to see how to go. Now, the second thing I learned is instead of peeling off that whole strip, I wish I had cut everything apart, and then as I was using one, cut it apart at that time. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to get felt. So let's just say this will be a good one. I'm going to take a piece of felt, and I'm going to put this on here. And I may trim it down just a little bit more, but not a lot, because after it's adhered to the felt, that's when you'll be able to go around and really edge it nicely. Right now, rough cutting is fine just to get it adhered. But definitely, I'll put the adhesive that I used in the link below because I got it from Amazon. But if you use it, just remember, cut your things apart before you peel it off. Like right now, for example, if I had done it that way, I would come over here and just peel off this little piece, lay this down, and then take my hot iron and adhere it to the felt. So I'm going to go ahead and work on all of these pieces, but I'm not going to make you watch me do all of that. I'll bring you back whenever we're ready to move forward. Okay, so now I'm just going to put the iron over this. One thing to be careful with is like this is hanging over the edge. I wouldn't want to just drag my iron over that and it stick to the ironing pad. It may seem like waste on the felt, but felt is so cheap that I'm fine with that. Okay, so while this one is cooling, we're going to grab this one. And the example I saw, they cut just about a quarter to an eighth of an inch all the way around the object. Just make it your own. Do whatever you think. You're really just wanting to kind of outline it. Now what I'm doing here, because these scissors are a little bulky, that does not look great right there, right? It's kind of thick. I'm going to go back and take care of that right now. I just want to get my initial cuts in. Now what I'll do is take a awl, or if you don't have an awl, just use a nail or something like that, and you'll poke your hole right through. All of these have this little hanger, and you just poke a hole right there, and you'll put a string through it to be able to hang these on the quilted tree. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out the rest of them, and then I'll bring you back. Okay, so look at this pile of ornaments. And I have got some really thin silver ribbon that I picked up at Walmart. Oh, it's been probably last year or the year before, I don't even know. And I have an awl. And so I'm just going to poke the awl right into that little hole. And just push it all the way to the end, because the awl gets larger as it goes down. So once it's down there, you've got a hole. It will try to close back up on you, so go ahead and get that ribbon or thread pushed through there. There it goes. Okay. So once you get it pulled through, of course, just tie off the ends. So I'm going to be doing this to all of the ornaments. And then what we'll need to do is go through some buttons. And we're going to sew buttons on the quilted tree for these to hang on. So I'll bring you back when we're at that step. Okay guys, so I have used safety pins to just pin on these ornaments, just to kind of see how I needed to space the hangers, and I'm happy with the way it looks. So what I've done is pick up some buttons, and everywhere there's a safety pin, I'm going to add one of these buttons. Okay, so we are on the last step. You can see I sewed on all the buttons. I chose that little cute red tiny dots on it, red and white, to do the binding. So now I'm going to go to the sewing machine. Okay, so I've just put a few ornaments on it, but there's lots more ornaments to choose from and could easily just fill up the tree.